we're actually putting the special track together with 7 presentations, 3 delivering today, and the 4 will be delivered tomorrow. And the session for today was organized around the idea of we're going to give the audience a broader picture of XJTLU's new innovative practices with Taicang campus, and this integrative education is the first presentation to go on. The next one, Dr. Bi Xin will be talking about another new concept that has been introduced, and I believe it's launched around the same time as we start talking about this integrative education. We call it the learning mall. And in my very primitive understanding of anything that's similar to mall would be like storefronts, and you can go in and make your selections. But I think the learning mall actually aligns well with a concept that Professor Stuart Perrin just discussed, building a education ecology where learning mall facilitates a lot of the online learning, online education that's currently going on campus, and also we're trying to expand that to other areas. So without further ado, I think I will invite the second presenter, Dr. Bi Xin. Yep, we can see.
Okay, yeah, thank you. And I'm very glad that Stuart actually have given some background of the learning mall, and also to echo one question that Stuart have said. Actually, one mall, which is in China, actually equals to 666 square meters. And also, as Sarah introduced, it is true that learning mall actually has been proposed by our president, Professor Xi, together with Taicang, the entrepreneur college. So I will take about 20 minutes to introduce the learning mall. Actually, if you search the term learning mall in the academic journals, very few articles you could find. This is a concept, and I truly believe that the learning mall in XJTU probably will be the only one of this type that we have actually implemented as a project. So, and also I would like to say that the learning mall is still in a very baby step, in a very early as an initiative. So, as Stuart had already introduced the university, I will skip this. But generally to say that our university is a quite young university. We have only 15 years of history. We started from 160 students, but now we have more than 15,000 on campus. And also we are going to have probably 20,000 on campus in September. And we have staff members came from all over the world. So we are truly an international university. So you can see that actually the nationality of our students and staff are around 100. So I say many people are joining now, and I think the first question you might ask is, what is learning more? Actually, that's one question I have been heard many times when I meet someone, and when they first time they heard learning more, they will ask, what is learning more? But later on I will start from why, but this is something research have been done by my team. Actually, this is an online learning platform or company in China. You can see that in different kind of category or different layers, there are actually many players there. And if you change the angle to say to individual or to the business, there are also loads of these kind of players in this field. So that's why actually we should not just start from what is learning more. Actually, I think the better way is to ask why to create a learning more. Actually, according to Simon Sinek, actually, he would say that people do not buy what you do, people buy why you do, which is quite inspiring. So we will just start with why. So why actually you as a even we are quite innovative, but still we are a university, and the university has a long history, have a long have its tradition. So generally, that university, when you think about university, you have a campus, and you have a dormitory for accommodation for students, and you have people just facing face-to-face meet together in the classroom and deliver their teachings. Even though people using technology, but actually it's a campus centered. So why actually is going to do learning more? Firstly, I think learning more is not just something we have started from scratch. From the next presentation by Roland and also by Lina, you will see that actually the university, I mean actually our university started to use technology for learning and teaching from the very first day when it has been established in 2006. So we have loads of technology prepared, delivered for the daily learning and teaching. And people, I mean, staff and students are quite used to use the technology on a daily basis. Learning more is something that has been established based on this quite very good and firm foundation, but also being facilitated its development by two factors. The first one actually is a technology, and the second one is I think everybody know about that. It's a COVID-19. Due to the COVID-19, the pandemic, the borders has been shut down, and the people cannot really to move from one country to another country. I still some of our faculty cannot return to China at this moment, but the university has been trying very hard to get them back. And also, most of our international students are also out of China now. So, and also Chinese students cannot just travel to other country to continue their study as well. So the COVID-19 is going to disappear in some day, but until now, not still there are some barriers in between. Another one actually is technology. My field actually is my study is focused on how technology will influence people's learning behavior, how the technology will influence people in terms of their cognition. So I will start from the first one, the technology. This is a survey has been done by one quite big name education group, and they have done a survey in the end of 2019. Please note that it's by the end of 2019. That's actually is before the pandemic outbreak. They surveyed the people all over the world with more than 11,000 people, learners, aged from 16 to 70, from the people in all the different ages. So they have generally found the 8 trends here. It's in Chinese, but also I put the translation in English, which is in orange. So the first trend is actually people think, even before the pandemic, people think do it yourself, the DIY learning is going to reshaping the education. So people think that actually they will be able to design their own learning. So the university or the teaching organization will not be the only way for them to conduct their study or to learn something. And also the second trend is actually learning is going to be something as a lifelong term that people will not really be doing the same thing for example 40 years. That means they will change their job, they will change their career quite often. And the third trend actually is the people are thinking to deliver to do some to do degree online, and also to use artificial intelligence and also smart devices to facilitate their learning. And they think this will be the learning in the future. The fourth item this one actually is mainly from the learners, the opinions from the learners in Europe. People think they have less confidence on education provider. They think even they have got a bachelor degree or university degree, it will not really help them much. And so education don't make their life better. Item 5, young people think it does not matter even if they don't have a university degree. So item 4 and item 5 are generally from the same group of people in Europe, if you look into all the details of their survey. Item 6, the data shows that in China and India, in this emerging market and also these countries, people really think they need to upskill, to take some upskilling lessons or courses and to improve their capability. Item 7, people think to learn science, technology, medicine, education, those things is important, but also soft skill also should be valued and also should be provided by the university. Item 8, this one mainly from the comments from people in United States. People think the social media and also the safety issues on campus prevent people to go to school or attend a university. So that's generally some 8 trends which have been found by the end of 2019. So after the pandemic, I think all those trends has been proved in some to some extent. So to look into the details of those trends, I just pick up a very few, just part of the survey here. So when being asked, what is your view on education? The green one shows actually how many people think the education is for lifelong term. And the green or dark one shows those people's ideas they think the education is only for children. So we take the examples of China. So 70% of people in China, they think um, uh, we should change to lifelong learning. And only 30% of people in China, which have been surveyed, think learning is only something for children. So you can say that actually most of people in China, they are quite into learning. They really value to learn and to improve their skills and keep learning. So next one. And also people think universities and colleges shall make more effort to teach softer skills other than the subject learning sense. Especially in China, you see the percentage is quite high if compared to other countries, either for the softer skill and also for STEM. The green stands for STEM learning and teaching, and the black one stands for softer skills. So in China, people both value softer skills and also STEM learning and teaching. And you can see the situation in other countries are slightly different, but more people will think softer skill will be much more important. This diagraph shows actually in China, even we really value the usage of smart devices and apps, because we use a lot of smart devices and apps in China on a daily basis. So we are quite open with these technologies. We are quite keen to use the technologies, the new technologies. Quite interesting, actually. At the same time, we still in China we value the books in print. I mean the say that in English, the printed books, other than e-books. So 10 years ago or 20 years ago, we have been heard a lot that people think the books, the print books will disappear. and until now it still stay. And also, but understand according to the data, in United States or in Europe, people use more e-books, but in China, people still really are very into the print books. By the end of 2019, people really think that within 10 years, either for primary school or high school students and for university students, that they will learn from online, from some virtual technology way, other than just sitting in a classroom. So that's something has been predicted just before the pandemic. So around half of the people think they could, from self-study, they design their own study pathway, or they decide what to learn and to improve their skills. So considering the technology, the usage in the learning and teaching, and also the pandemic, so our university decided to, it's a crisis actually, but also we think we could use it as an opportunity to push for some change. One of it, the purpose we create a learning more is we want to develop something as quite popular now. We call it future education. And we think that people shall not be limited on the campus for their study. So considering even in the future, or in the near future, people might be reluctant to travel. So we could provide something that they could just stay at their home and they would have access to the university resources, to our university's learning and teaching. We would like to provide opportunity for people if they could not travel internationally. And also our platform could provide something that fit into the learner's needs. So for example, they just, we want to take one module from one of our program, and currently they cannot do that because actually if you want to do a module in a university, you have to be enrolled in as a student, a full-time student, a part-time student. But in the future, our vision is actually we could provide a module online or through our offline learning center to the people which is near to that learning center in the community. And also no need to say that this will be driven by the technology. So in our learning more, people can personalize their learning, and their learning will be interest oriented. For example, they are quite keen or interested to learn something. They will find the course will be fulfill their interest. And also it surely will be lifelong learning. And also the delivery will be blended through the technology and in classroom, and also which is we could be seen as online offline blended. So we are quite ambitious to drive for change in learning and teaching, and also reshape university education is a vision and of our university. Through learning more, we try to create a community. This community is not only online, and also it's going to be offline, because we are actually will work with our partners to create offline physical spaces in the presence where actually is. For example, in Taicang, in Suzhou Industrial Park, and in other spaces where we have a partner. So after we have introduced the why we would want to do a learning more, the next question will be how to do it. So firstly, learning more is, I want to emphasize that it's not a purely online education platform. Learning more is a mixture of online and offline. only we just started from online at this stage. So and also we found that our partners really we got lots of response from industry. They want to join the learning more. I think one of the reasons is actually they really value our campus and our facilities, our lab, and all those things we have on campus, which they don't have. So we can combine all the strengths together using our campus facilities to together with very good resources from our partner to create the learning more. So this is we can say it is kind of definition about learning more. I just read it for you. Learning more generates upskilling and lifelong learning opportunities within commercially viable global educational ecosystem, primary focus on short courses and tailored education provision, combining online on-site delivery, designed for both actual students and staff, as well as for non-degree course clients, external users. So to simply to say, learning more is a combination of online and offline learning and teaching. And the content courses will come from both actual schools and also external partners. Its users or audience is either our students and everyone globally. So that's a quite mixture form of learning and teaching. So just quickly go through this. This is our business model. So technology and the business, either we call it platform or products, are two very key factors. And actually, many departments are supporting the Learning More. So Learning More Docent is a website to deliver all the courses. And also we are trying to create a credits system. And also we are setting up the quality assurance system. So the first step is to have a Learning More quality assurance and credit system, and then we'll get it recognized by HTLU, and then in the future to be recognized by other universities, so we could to facilitate the students' mobility in the future. This is a structure, I think, in the next presentation, Alina and Roland, they might to touch on a little bit on this. So the technology we use as a supporting system to Learning More. This actually is what we are having as a blended learning and teaching in a classroom. So our faculty in HTU, they can teach simultaneously at the same time to students in the classroom and to the students online at the same time. So Learning More has been launched, even though we are in a very still in a very early stage. It's not perfect. Lots of things need to be improved, but it has been launched. We have a first group of users. They are using the courses, and also they give us the feedback and the comments. So we are actually working with our users to improve the technology and the student supporting and course design. So for our students, they will have more resources, and for the public, they will be able to have access to our university courses and resources. And Learning More partners from industry, they will have a platform to launch their educational product. And also for quite many overseas partners, they use our Learning More as a landing platform for their business in China. And also we, according to our president, we are supposed to share our platform with other universities to improve their learning and teaching technology. Also, government and companies are our clients. So we are designing online and offline courses for them. For global community to do this, the core thing is a credit and also the credit combination and students exchange. These are part of our partners before the launch. So we selected a very good branding our partners with very good brand, and also they have very high quality courses. We currently have more than 100 courses, and several hundreds new courses will be ready in the near future. This is sharing from our partner and also from our user students. So I think this is the last one. This QR code is for WeChat. So if we have some audience from China, you can just scan this QR code, and also you could just leave your message. And if you want to join, have a try with our Learning More, you can leave a message in our WeChat account. So my team will be able to give you a K. So with this K, you would be able to register the courses. So I think, thank you for giving me this opportunity to share something about Learning More. Thank you.
Thank you, Bi Xin.